Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. Understanding HTTP error 414, request-uri too long. HTTP error 414, request-uri too long, occurs when the URI, Uniform Resource Identifier, requested by the client is longer than the server is able or willing to process. This typically happens when a URL is constructed excessively long, often due to long query strings or path segments. Common causes of error 414. 1. Long query strings, sending large amounts of data through GET requests, where data is appended to the URL. 2. Improper client-side coding, generating URLs dynamically without considering their length. 3. Incorrect API endpoint design, using GET requests to transmit large payloads instead of POST requests. How to load raw image data. When dealing with raw image data, it's common to use POST requests instead of GET requests. This avoids the limitations of URL length, as POST requests can handle large payloads better. Below is an informative guide with a code example using both client-side and server-side code. Example: loading raw image data with POST. Client-side code, JavaScript. Here's an example of how to upload an image using a POST request in JavaScript, using Fetch API. In this example, a user selects an image file via an input element. The image is uploaded using a POST request with form data, which automatically sets the content type header to multipart/form data. Server-side code, Node.js example. Here's how you can handle the file upload on a Node.js server using Express and Multer middleware. In this server-side example, we use Multer to handle file uploads. The uploaded file is saved in the uploads directory with a timestamp to ensure unique file names. The server responds with a message indicating whether the upload was successful. Best practices to avoid error 414. 1. Use POST requests. When transmitting large amounts of data, especially files, use POST instead of GET. 2. Limit query parameters. Avoid sending too much data in the URL. 3. Optimize API design. Design your APIs to accept data as part of the request body when feasible. 4. Error handling. Implement error handling on both client and server sides to manage any potential errors gracefully. Conclusion. By following the above guidelines and using the provided code examples, you can effectively manage image uploads and avoid HTTP error 414. Always ensure that you are using the appropriate HTTP methods for the kind of data you are transmitting.